Yo, what's going on, everyone? Nick Daniels here. Coming at you live yet, man. Can't even talk. Coming at you live yet again. We're just hiding in a little building here out on York Redoubt, and I figured we'd talk about something funny. I got a haircut like 2 days ago, and it was quite interesting, should we say. We'll probably get out of here in a minute. We'll probably get out on a little bit of the trail here, but I figured we'd hide out in here with all the graffiti and shit, because it looks cool, and I want to get away from the wind. Oh, look, we're outside. Help! That's like Oblivion, right? When the NPCs run up to you and they're just like, help, help. Anyway, yeah, man. So I got this haircut yesterday. No, it was fucking hilarious. This will be a quick one here, but it's fun. You know, usually I get 1 or 2 things with a haircut. Yeah, let's get outside. It's not that bad. But yeah, so I usually get 1 or 2 things with a haircut. The first one is the hairdresser, whoever that might be, male, female, whoever, they're quiet. Like, they really say a whole lot of nothing. Sorry, we got people coming. Never mind, we're retreating. Yeah, so, like, sometimes that's the case. And I actually kind of prefer those haircuts, I'm not going to lie to you. They're quite nice. They're just really quiet. And, you know, that's all you want, though, right? You just want a haircut. You're not looking for a full conversation. Which I think is always really funny, because sometimes I'm just in that mood. And other times there's actually like the kind of chatty one that'll, you know, they'll just cut your hair and they'll just, you know, they'll be chatting you up and stuff. And I find those are actually pretty good as well, because like, you know, the haircut's kind of boring. You're just sitting there, so it's like, it is kind of nice to have just like a little conversation with somebody. And they can usually be quite friendly too, which is really nice. And like, obviously, you know, considering my video about the tips. Yeah, you might give him a little extra. You might. What the fuck? The people that are walking by. I don't know what she was saying. So I guess my thing with this one though was a little weird, because in the start of it, like in the start of the haircut, yeah, she was like really quiet. Like, she wasn't saying a whole lot, which is fine, right? And that's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of in the mood for that. So like, she wasn't saying anything. I was cool. I was just taking it easy. I was like, yeah, this is awesome. And then it was like, look at this fucking icicle. Like, just fucking, it's a shiv, dude. It's just like, yeah. So she just starts like, you know, chipping away a little bit, like having a little conversation here or there, and it's just like, you know, kind of like failed attempts. Because I'd say something back and then she wouldn't really like continue it. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, again, I'm just preferencing the scenario. This doesn't mean a whole lot. What was weird is she starts going on, and she's like, hey, like, what do you think about the whole, like the corona? And I was like, you know, wouldn't mind getting to that point. We don't have to really wear the masks anymore, you know. I was like, it is a little, my breathing necessarily sometimes isn't the best. Like, I can't really breathe through my nose ever. So like, yeah, I don't know. It would be ideal not to have to wear one, like, all the time. Or, I mean, most of the time anyway. And yeah, so I kind of said that, and she starts like really opening up, and she starts going into like the conspiracy theories, which it is what it is, you know, it is what it is. And I won't say like she's wrong, and I won't say she's right. It's just, I don't really like get into that domain. I will say though, I'm always intrigued by some of like the theories though they come up with, because some of them aren't like as far-fetched as you think. And that's usually where they get me into a conversation, is because I'll kind of like say something like that. Like, I'm like, you know what, like, you know, I could see this, right? Like, I don't just say, yeah, you're 100% right. But I'm like, yeah, I could see something like that, right? And yeah, so she had me. That's the way I looked at it, because I said something like that. And I talked about the passports, that if you get the vaccine, like, I was like, what other way they're going to do it? Like, you know, you're gonna basically be forced to say, hey, like, I had a vaccine, and you're going to need some ID on you to prove, you're going to have to prove it somehow. And so I'm just watching to see when they head out, so I can go and keep the video going. So I think that's really interesting. And yeah, like, she roped right onto it. And then she just, it's almost like freaking me out, man. It was like, you know, just telling me how it was made up, or like the virus is real. This is the first time I've heard that, actually. Normally, if I meet someone who's kind of into the conspiracy theories, they actually don't say coronavirus is real. They think it's all fucking manufactured and made up. But she's like, no, she actually completely admitted she believes it's real and it's just completely blown out of proportion. And like the vaccine is going to give us like long-term effects that are going to be bad for us. And I was like, my one response to that was like, well, I'm pretty sure they said that about COVID though, right? Like if you get COVID long term, you're going to have effects. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like, I mean, it's at that point you pick your poison. But I'm just saying, man, it was just a weird conversation you to have when getting a haircut, you know. That's all I was there for, you know. I was like, hey, man, I just want to trim. I wasn't trying to be an asshole. I was just like, man, I really don't need this, you know. Like, I tipped her like $1 of $22. Like, it was a $22 bill for a haircut, and I tipped her $1. I don't even know what that equates to percent-wise. I'm not interested. It was really weird, man. I guess the moral of the story, what I'm trying to say, is in those situations, man, I'm a firm believer that you probably really shouldn't put your beliefs on other people. So if that's like, and it's interesting because, like, you know, you could just believe in something silly and just like, and it could be fun and chat and, you know, and have a good time. And when you start going in like that, you can clearly tell, like, I'm not really biting. Like, I said the one thing to be like, and I literally was like telling her, like, I don't know about that. And then she was like, no, like, this is it. And she's like, the news lies. And I'm like, well, I don't even watch the news. You know, it's like, I can't help you. You know, I was like, I just want a fucking haircut, bud. Yeah, it gets a little ridiculous at that point because you're really wondering, like, is this what this is going to be? Are they just gonna shove their views onto me? Political or something would be one thing, you know, and that's still annoying as well. When someone comes in, like a couple jobs I used to have, and you'd go into the job, and the first thing they started talking about was Trump, because that's when he was just getting into, like, he was running and stuff, right? And it was looking kind of good. They were like, you know, fuck this, like, you know, people support Trump, like, they should be shot in the street. I was like, this is fucking Canada, mate. Like, he's not even our president. I'm just, like, I'm a little confused of why you're so up in arms about it. But yeah, like, I don't think you should always put your leanings on other people. And religion would be the big one. Like, don't come in and, like, you know, start telling me I'm a non-believer, which is true. But I mean, like, you don't have to remind me. Like, I got it down. I don't know. I just thought it was weird, man. It was a weird haircut. It's just really awkward conversation. You know, when you start going on about, like, concentration camps and just dog and the lady just gawking at me. Yeah, so we'll just wrap up the video here. But yeah, like I was saying, it's just really weird, man. I think really what it came down to was wrong place, wrong time. You know, and I'm not saying this woman was wrong. Like, and I won't say any of that. Like, I'm not saying her thought process isn't right. I'm just saying that maybe that wasn't the right time to start bringing it up, because you kind of have to know your audience. Like, I didn't start that. Like, it was her. She initiated, like, what do you think about this whole COVID? And I was basically just like, I kind of want it to go away. And then it was like, you don't really believe any of that, do you? I was like, oh, for fuck's sakes. Anyway, we got like a ton of people coming this way. Unfortunately, I picked a park where just tons of families walk around with their dogs. So, yeah, you got to deal with that shit. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We're going to do some more videos while we're out today. And I hope you've enjoyed. Take it easy. Peace. Yo, thanks for watching the video, guys. If you want to check out my Instagram here, I do a little bit of photography on the side. Be sure to check it out. NickDaniels65, Instagram.com. You can feel free to message me on there if you got any video ideas. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Take it easy. Cheers.